Hey guys, welcome to our new episode of Dream Sketching, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we kind of put it out to a vote, and we got all kinds of great positive, affirmative reactions. So a lot of you wanted us to do it. So hopefully the rest of you do too. Yeah, thanks for those responses. We're really excited that you are excited about this type of stuff as we are.
Okay, without further ado, here is the drawing.
Yeah, so what we had to do is we actually sketch a little layout so that we know what we're drawing here. Let's see, should I?
So I kept telling Trent, like, drone footage, and the thing is about drone footage is it could be from any angle.
Yeah. And we don't have a drone, so we haven't actually seen it from this angle. We're totally making this up.
And that, I think, is probably a problem. Anyway, so needless to say, here's our house.
So this is the front of the house. We've got the sunroom. I do want to show a little bit of this house. So we've got just this one window. It's from the 70s. And we're going to obliterate that. We can't wait. We're going to put in awesome period correct windows.
I have Pinterest pictures that I'm just like drool over. And I don't even have to look at them anymore to make me know what I want our house to look like. And so that's one of the things that I love about some old houses with like a slate roof. It's just so dark and moody.
Oh, yes.
And it just grounds the whole thing.
And we could even, I mean, here we are dreaming, right? So.
Dream sketching, and, you know.
That's what makes this great. All right. So we'll call that good, all right? Almost. We want a wall here.
Yes, I have always loved the secret garden and the idea behind that. And so we've decided that there will be a wall separating the front garden from the back garden, sort of, in a way, from the side garden.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I think we want it to be arched.
Yes.
But the gate doesn't necessarily have to be arched. What do you think?
I was thinking it would be a solid door, but you know what?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
A big heavy
it could be a
timber
gate.
door or something, or maybe a gate.
If we did a gate, then I would want it to have like a circle, so the gate would be like this.
Oh.
Like the pickets would make
a circle.
Yeah, so the top is arched, and the pickets would stop here, like do.
Oh.
How do you call that?
So the latch would be. So here we've got some.
Looks like a hobbit door.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. So like.
That's not what I was thinking, but I'll show you.
So. Hold it.
It's funny when you have something in your brain and you try to describe it to someone. It's like, no, not like that.
Which is why we do this type of thing.
So the pickets would make a shape like this.
Oh, that.
See, how do you call that?
I don't know.
This is my lovely...
Half moon? I don't know. Okay, I get it now.
Okay, you draw it with your beautiful skills.
Yeah, it's all right. Well,
in
go back
the
to this
tiny
one.
version. It's not zoomed in enough to do every detail, you guys.
Okay, that'll be dark because it'll be so full of ivy back there.
Yes.
Uh,
So yes, this wall... that's the funny thing.
We're not sure how...
We can't decide between grand and, like, ruins.
And quaint, yeah.
No, not quaint, but, like, ruins.
Oh. Oh, yeah. So,
like, I want it to... I don't know that I want it to be actually ruined, but I want it to look like it is so old. That it's been abused by the elements.
Ah, yes.
And overgrown by nature.
I'd say that no matter what we do on our house, we're going to... So we'll finish this house, we'll put in these nice windows.
Then we'll throw rocks at it.
We'll beat it with a stick.
We'll throw dirt clods at it so that it doesn't look pristine. Like
actually, it's funny, we have actually talked about how are we going to spray, like, what are we going to do to...
Rust on
spray
the
rust
side.
on it or something, so it's not like this pristine white
Like if
wall.
when we stucco the walls, I'm just like, how do we make our house not look brand new? Because I can't stand that idea of our house not looking like it was literally from the medieval time already. And like, how do we get ivy overnight covering the entire thing?
So back here, there's our So someone told us it's called a Dutch door, the kind that is
And,
split.
and we knew
split in
that.
half.
We just couldn't
We
figure
couldn't
it out.
think of it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for jogging our memory.
I say we knew that, but really,
We couldn't
I couldn't remember it
recall
at all.
at the moment. Yeah. So back here, we're going to have this like I don't know, is it semi-formal or is it?
No, a full-on formal kitchen garden.
Okay. Yeah.
I say formal because the lines will be straight, not because
Okay,
it's going to be
right.
fancy.
Yeah. So
Like
really
I'm not going to
quaint.
put like a bird bath in a fountain or anything. It's going to be completely.
So lined up.
What is the word? Functional will be the main design element.
Yeah. Over here we want bushes, right? We don't want a wall continuing this
Right.
in this area. We have a little apple tree over here, but it has died.
That was
It's
a
so
sad
sad.
thing. We'll make another
It
one.
never did get
We'll
real
build
big. So, yeah, we'll build a new apple tree out of concrete.
one. The apples wouldn't taste very good.
And here's our. This is about where our big old apple tree is.
I love that thing.
You've seen me prune a few times. And I pruned it to be this way, didn't I? To go down, because that's the way it's supposed to be. We'll get lots of apples that way.
Good job for drawing it in a illustrative
In a fast
blob.
way instead of all of its grand detail. Okay, so this we want to be, and I'll just draw them with circles. This is a full-on orchard. Flower beds over here, and there will be a
Well,
picket fence.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll just show it between the apple trees. And I think we probably want to extend it out to almost to the road. Probably not picket fence all the way down to the road though. Huh?
No, I was thinking we'd do the. What
Like
do you call those?
Like a split rail
Yeah.
type of fence. Yeah, I like that. Maybe
The
even over
picket
here.
would be around the flower garden, and then the orchard
Yeah.
would be surrounded by split rail.
Okay. Split rail over here. So
So close to the house, we would be having, your vegetables that you harvest, all the time.
yeah,
Like, oh, I need some onions and tomatoes for dinner. Here we go. But then out here in this pasture that is undrawn
this is
yet.
the west wing. And then yeah, we'll do that someday.
Someday when we figure out what it looks like.
Yeah. So it's like it needs it for balance. Don't you think? It's funny. Our house is too big, and yet we are adding stuff onto it because it needs it aesthetically. So this is our. So maybe we'll have a path
Yes.
that kind of goes over here.
We could make like a little path around that tree. Both
Oh,
sides.
I like that. Yeah. So we'll have almost like a little picnic area or something.
I like it.
Okay. I need a path to go over here because we've got a garden right here. And I've just planted poplars and willows and even some of these tall poplars, the same kind as that one. This back here is the weeping willow in the really far backyard. Actually, the property line is back here, and over here in the corner. Let's see here. So we want trees all along the front here, right?
Yeah.
And we already have trees planted, baby trees. Here's our pine tree on the hill. And it'll eventually get big. But yeah, it's just beyond where we have the garden spot right now. So this part is garden spot. With rows. So row crops.
So basically, I think what we have in there that is perennial is a bunch of berry bushes. So it could be turning into a berry patch,
Ooh, so nothing but raspberries?
Yeah.
Oh, except, why did I draw it that way? It's going the other way. So the rows are going this direction. We had it going this way at one time. And actually, I don't mind the patchwork quilt
Yes.
type of thing. So maybe
I
we'll...
agree.
Because the only thing that's permanent is like these 2 rows here.
of raspberries.
Yeah.
And then we have a bunch of elderberries.
Oh, yes. Elderberries over here. And I don't... elderberries and mulberry? I don't know. I don't even
Gooseberries.
remember. Gooseberries. And elderberries.
Yes.
Okay.
Which we haven't had any fruit from yet because they were
Yeah.
so young.
But they're doing well. And so a pathway in here. And we're going to have to add gravel or something
Sounds good.
to these pathways. And I wouldn't mind having... go all the way around here. So again, this is...
This is
a
going to be like a
forest.
forest
Total.
area.
Yeah.
I would love to pasture our pig in there and have them be, shaded.
Oh, yes. That would
You
be
know.
awesome.
Go back to the
So here I'm showing...
1700s where they would pasture their pig in the forest because they own a forest. Okay, it doesn't matter what century you're from. If you can have a forest in any century, but you have to imagine the like Ever After Garden. That movie was my favorite movie in high school.
So I want our whole property... Yes, by the way, I totally agree. Everything about that movie is perfect. Our whole property should be surrounded in trees, but not all the same size. So some big that totally block the view, like straight to the north. I'd be okay with that view being blocked. But our diagonal views
Oh, I love.
are the cool ones.
Our neighbors have a really cool barn, so we'd have
That's
to keep
over
a view here.
So yeah, you're right. So this will be our... So this back here is that low spot.
We could do a pond.
So yeah, and I don't want to do it right next to the... I want to be able to walk around it. But, just generally.
That's a
something
great
like that.
spot aesthetically too.
Actually, yeah, it is. I like that a lot. But so thick over there that,
Yes.
like down low at least, that we couldn't...
Yes.
I don't want that to be a place where we can shake hands over the fence. We can do that
Oh,
up
I
here.
want all of our perimeter to be so thick with the undergrowth.
Okay. Yeah.
Like wild.
Yeah, full on...
To harbor animals that we're going to be mad that are
permaculture
coming
world
to our
is-
garden.
Yeah, so we'll have deer out here, and so we'll have to make eventually some kind of fence to keep them out. Also, we've been talking a lot.
I want I don't know if it's Lombardy poplars because I'm thinking of something skinnier, but like.
Yeah, so this type of thing.
Yes, but there's like smaller, and maybe that's just because they're younger.
Here, I almost drew a big tree there, but this is where our clothes drying line is. How long are we right here? Oh, 16 minutes. All right. Well, some of you requested that we go longer, so I won't apologize. We'll just keep on going.
Well, we're not done, so.
We're totally not done. What do we want
Keeps
back
trying
here?
to focus on your thumb.
Does it? Well,
Yes.
That's annoying. Is it getting the whole thing?
Yeah, it's good.
So, I think we should have maybe like... Do we want like a 4 square?
Sure. Well, in here,
With not a
it's going to
formal
be
thing, but-
like the larger, like the huge entire half acre of corn, or like, that kind of stuff is what
Quarter
this
acre maybe, or
garden-
whatever it is. Yeah, we ought to measure it sometime and see what it really is. Oh yeah, so we were talking about those
Yeah.
Lombardis or whatever kind of tree out back there.
I know the name of Lombardy is a narrow, skinny tree, but I've seen some that even grow skinnier.
Oh,
And so that's what I'm thinking it'd be cool to have.
I mean there are cypress, which don't grow around here, but which I love. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
They
We
like-
saw them at the tree farm.
Yeah.
But yeah, they grow like this, but yeah, skinnier. I love it when there's different sizes of trees. Not
This
just
makes
all
me
the
so
same.
happy.
Me too. This is refreshing to me to see. That's a really big pond. Maybe we won't make it quite that big. That'd be like
Oh.
almost an acre. This square back there is quite large. I maybe didn't do it to scale.
Okay, so like bring it in with like grasses
Oh,
to make it smaller.
okay. But still. No, that couldn't be an acre. I don't know. Who knows?
We'll do an appropriate sized pond there.
By the way, in our videos, you've seen us do these raised beds. That is back here. It's really long and skinny.
So that's our grape tunnel eventually in the future.
It doesn't go back.
In
there,
a
it
dream
goes back
come
there.
true world, we wouldn't have a
This is
vole
where we-
problem.
Yes.
Now, if that problem is never able to be thwarted, I almost said it with an F. I don't know what's my brain. If we can't figure out that problem, then who knows what our garden will look like.
Yeah.
But this is
I
the
think-
no dream world where they don't ruin
They
our
don't exist.
yard.
You know, I always dreamed, before we bought this property, I always dreamed of having this property that we literally have too much room. And I would have these very vivid, detailed dreams of, like, buying a house that looks like this on the outside. I don't know. It's difficult. You know how dreams are. They don't make any sense. But we'd be living in it for several months, and then we'd say, hey, where's that? I feel a draft. And then we'd go to check it out, and then
be
it
like-
opens up into this whole other ginormous room. And honestly, this house has kind of become like that, because we'll completely ignore parts of it for
We've completely
months and months, and be like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot that we even had that
Well,
room.
we
It's
only
sort of funny, but
for 3 years almost. We've only lived in this part with the cement
since
floors.
October, which
Yeah.
is 6 months ago.
And you can't even see it from here, but in the garage is where we were living.
Oh yeah, so back
Where our bedrooms were, of course, in this part.
here.
But
It's a big house. It's bigger than we ever would have imagined.
it's a
before.
finished garage, by the way. It was not
Yeah, finished. Yeah, it was finished before we got here.
the kitchen and everything. So
Yep. Yeah. And we would show that to you behind us, but we're not going to, because it's a mess, because we're not living in it anymore.
so it's turned into
So
a
we just-
giant conglomeration of.
It's just the catch-all room.
Yeah.
I think we might have mentioned that last week, which means we're apologizing. I think we
We're
won't.
apologizing for being real people. I'm sorry. We have junk rooms.
We sure do.
So
Okay.
this is probably going to be pasture for some sheep. I made that up just now.
Just came up with it.
Draw some sheep.
Well, that's a big sheep. Dang. There we go.
You could divide it into a bunch of different sheep.
There's a bunch of sheep right there. 3 of them. My dad always called them range maggots.
That's random.
That's funny. You'll meet my dad next week when he comes. Oh, I like this, honey. Yeah. So we'll have to have
A fence.
a fence. And of course we want a fence around the pond. Don't want the kids going out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to...
Well, the kids who can hike that darn stinking far are going to be able to handle themselves.
That's a good point. But still.
We'll just put enough obstacles in the way of younger children.
Yeah.
Pig pen, they're never going there.
So I even like... The more patchworky, the better. I
And the
think.
more, like, not aligned with each other. Like, they don't
Oh.
all have to be
Oh,
symmetrical
gotcha.
in there. Like, you can have these ones going that way, and then have this one divided into fifths instead of thirds
Alright,
or
so this is-
fourths.
Yeah.
Make rules and then break them all.
Yes. Change the direction there. This might be really hard to get hoses in there. To stretch the
Hoses, what?
I know, right?
We'll have a pond pump,
a pump.
spigot
We'll have
thing.
a pump right in the middle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. And so we
And a tree.
formalize. Oh, tree, yes.
Or
I was
like a
gonna
little well. Like those
Oh.
old-fashioned wells, like a wishing well.
Now that is a great idea.
And a tree.
And a tree. That overshadows the well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Love it, love it, love it. We might have to
We're
make the area
literally
around it.
making this. We've never designed this.
I've
part
never
of
even
it.
thought of this part before.
Or the sheep maggot field.
Baby sheep. Oh my goodness.
I want something here. Bushy.
Me too.
Something.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this is our drain field. We cannot have giant trees. So let's
Yes.
do like
So little
fruit trees, berry bushes, and whatever.
mini fruit trees. Is it still recording? Okay. good.
Yeah.
We've gone a long time here, but hopefully.
It is so worth staying and watching the whole thing because I'm excited. This
Me
is
too.
one of the coolest pictures ever. I want to live here. Wait, I do.
You know what? That is such a awesome realization. And it doesn't look like this at all. In fact,
We've had thoughts where we were like, why do we live in such a flat land? Because we love variety. And now that I've drawn this picture, it's like, oh, psh, I'm not moving. This is like my dream come true. It's like an empty canvas.
yeah.
And now that we've planned it out, it's like, oh, of course we live on a flat land. I mean, I would love rolling hills, which we want to build over here.
Yeah.
It's part of the paper that's
Well,
not
and
there.
when we dig this pond, it's gonna.
The dirt's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah. So it'll probably be hilly here and maybe
Well,
here.
we might have it be here so that we can
yes,
have that
since-
not be underwater.
Yeah. And
ever
actually,
again.
there's a little spot over here too that kind of,
Well,
this
the whole thing.
this whole area. Yeah. Kind of this, all of it. So yeah, we'll dig out there. And
The
put
most
it
of the
everywhere
water
else.
that is right here. This is dry. That's wet. That's wet. That's wet. That's wet.
It's horrible. But yeah, when we dig, an 8 or 12-foot pond over here, we'll have to put that dirt somewhere.
But when
I
we
think
look
it'll
at
be
the-
awesome.
Stupid yard. We'll just have to remember this picture because this makes it all.
Yeah, we'll have to hang this up and
Every time we're mad at the yard, we'll
Yeah.
look at this picture.
so any of you out there that want to donate, I'm kidding, but we really need some land movers, like a bulldozer, and we keep on. So Alex
Oh,
is
wait.
really interested in.
We
giant
need a
bulldozers and-
tractor access.
Oh, we do. Yes.
So
And
we
do
need to
have
give ourselves a little drive
We have a gate over
through
here.
the forest. We need to make a cool driveway for those land movers to drive on.
Yes. And not just that, but we'll eventually want to have.
We're going to want mulch dumped into the garden as many times as we can. And so we're going to need access for that.
So
And
I'm thinking like
tractors that,
cute little
Wow.
tree-lined lane.
of course,
Right. So of course we're not gonna
straight
pave it
shot.
or anything.
Well, we can put something there, not just mud that sinks your tractor
Yeah.
down. And that's the reason I haven't done it yet.
I mean,
okay.
like not concrete or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's for building walls.
And now I'm getting into details. I didn't draw the.
The
So-
trunk of the tree.
People did not like playing Pictionary with me because I would take, like 15 minutes to draw a tree. So they all wanted me on their team until I played one round, and then they're like, "Oh, this guy can't do a fast drawing." This may
And
be
then
good for now.
If the angle was wrong, you'd crumble it and throw it. I didn't draw the perspective.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not getting this to detail or to scale.
Sorry, Marty. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay, Doc. Sorry, Marty. I'm not thinking fourth
Didn't have
dimensionally or whatever. Okay. I think that's wow.
I think
Okay,
we're
I'm
good for the
satisfied
night.
with it. Yeah. Well, thank you. If you've stuck with us this long, then you are a true fan. Oops. There we
Okay,
go.
guys.
So thanks.
Hope
we
you
had fun.
enjoyed that. Yeah, that was really fun. Well, yeah, I guess it's time to go to bed.
Yeah. We'll so this will post tomorrow, which is Saturday. So yeah, we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yay. That's official. It's worth signing. I mean, that could.
April 2017.
I'd pay money for that.
Hey, if it's of our house, yeah. And here I am still drawing windows. All right.
Okay, I have to go to bed.
Bye.